Okay.
What hone in on that a little bit more. Go a little bit deeper. Like when you say that, what should people be thinking of? Like when you say don't cheat yourself,
Well,
what are you referring to?
I think a lot of times people want their goals, their dreams. They're thinking about what's realistic or what is it going to look like when I tell someone else. Like if I tell someone that I want to do this something big, like am I going to look weird? Are they going to like say that that's dumb? You know, you should not care about what someone else thinks about you. You know, Deion Sanders said it the best. But if you think about it, just for everybody there, you know, even at home watching or whatnot, yeah, and you guys can think about it. If you think about, I'll give you guys this 5 seconds just to think about the top 3 most successful people that you know personally or you know of. Okay. You got those names in your head?
Yeah.
So think about it. How much do you think that they care about what other people think of them?
At their current stage, I think not at all.
Right.
And probably never. But
yeah.
At some point, they had to get over that.
Because if you're going to have success, right, and you want to progress, whether you're in business or it's just life, at some point you can't be just so consumed by what other people's opinions are, especially if they don't have your interest. You know, so that's one of the biggest things that I realize. You got to be locked in on what it is that you want to achieve, and you got to jot that down. Maybe it's that quiet time by yourself or whatever it is. You put that down, and then you formulate a plan to take massive action towards getting it. And nothing should stop you. And then once you start convincing yourself, this is why I Think and Grow Rich, they talk about reading it out loud, and you might be crazy, but crazy people make crazy money, right? Normal folks make normal money, okay? So as you're doing that, you put yourself in a state where you believe it, and whatever you believe tends to become true. So that's the whole law of attraction and drawing those things. So the right people will surround themselves, you know, surround you. And I know, you know, I'm a product of a lot of those things. You know, you see people doing the dream boards and things like that. But really what it is just working on that visualization mentally. And then your brain sometimes doesn't know the difference. I was just having a conversation earlier with someone about, like, do you automatically go to the negative, right? When someone says something, do you think about what you don't have or what you didn't do? Or do you think about what's going on and what's possible for yourself or around? So these are some of the things that this helps. It's a start foundation to start getting yourself moving in the right direction.
Where do you think that starts at? Right. To where do you think the start of negative thinking starts taking place?
It's condition. It's learn. Straight up learn. Okay.
Yeah.
You learn it. Let's just get it. Let's keep it 100. You know, you learn that. You learn to be negative. You learn to be pessimistic. You could say your parents, but, you know, it's your environment. You know, if you're an adult, you know, it's still your environment. I know when I used to play football, play high school, college football, during football season, I talked like a sailor. That's what it was. You know, but when I wasn't in football season, I didn't talk that way as much because that was my environment. That was the norm. You know, I got into, you know, a business where I was around folks that said faith first, family second, business third. And, you know, cursing and drinking wasn't a big thing. And guess what? So I didn't do it as much. I found out I could go to a party and not have to be drinking to have a good time, which
is it really a good?
Yeah.
No, I hear you. Yeah.
You know,
it's
an optional. You can actually, and you've all experienced the same thing, which if I didn't come in this environment, I wouldn't know any different.
Yeah. Some people, it's like, if I ain't drinking, I ain't having a good time.
Yeah. You
know,
not
even an option.
Yeah. Exactly.